molto semplice, ma mentre il Bluetooth acceso sarebbe sull'app di Ryanair.
Hi everyone! As you will have read in the title, this video is about my recent trip to Sicily, one of the two biggest islands of Italy. The other one is Sardinia. Sicily and Sardinia are the only Italian islands which are regions too. During my time there, I spent 2 nights in the city in a hostel and 5 nights in Mondello, also under the municipality of Palermo, for some rest and relaxation, which was a novelty compared to my latest trips. This was a holiday for me more than a trip. I really wanted to spend as much time as possible sunbathing, swimming and reading by the sea. I've got so many videos and ideas and I don't know where to start from, but here we go. I got the train from the airport to the central station of Palermo, Palermo Centrale.
Siamo in arrivo in orario a Palermo Centrale. Final destination of this journey. We advise you to be careful.
The airport is well connected to Palermo. It's a direct train, it's super cheap, and remember to validate the ticket before getting on the train because otherwise you could get a fine. This is where you have to validate your ticket before boarding the train. It's a €30 fine, I think. Obviously, I was in a rush because the train was leaving and I'm used to Scotland where you don't have to validate your ticket. And so I got on the train and then I was like, no, I did not validate the bloody ticket. And so what did I do? By the way, there was no train conductor, so no one would have noticed, but I was so afraid because a friend of mine got a fine on Lake Como because of this reason. And I'm Italian and I should know, but yeah, I'm not used to doing this anymore. So while on the train, super stressed, I went on the website of Trenitalia and I bought a new ticket, which was fine because it's so cheap, and I validated it on the website. You can also do that online. So I just wanted to share how it was in Palermo when I first arrived. So it wasn't love at first sight for Palermo, I must admit, because I had to walk from the train station to the hostel. It was only 10 minutes, a 10-minute walk, but well, everywhere in the world near train stations, central stations, it's not the best area of a city, so I shouldn't have judged by that, but we are humans and so we always have first impressions, I guess. And it was very shabby and dirty, and yeah, let's say I wasn't hit by the beauty of Palermo, and I was already thinking, why did I pick this for my first 2 days of holidays? But then I got to the hostel and the host Pietro was so lovely, like always smiling, always ready for you, to help you. He lended me lock for the room because I didn't know where to leave my laptop. It was a great hostel. I gave it a 10 out of 10 on booking because they deserved it. And I even got a ticket for a free beer in the hostel's bar and restaurant. And Pietro said there was live music the following night, a duo, a singer and a guy who was playing the guitar, and they were both really talented. It was a lovely evening. So when did I actually start liking Palermo? Like on that first night, after having a shower at the hostel, I met a lot of people as usual. Not a lot, like 4, but as usual when you travel in hostels, you get to meet really interesting people. And so after a shower, I went out, and the Brazilian girl, Maya, she had been there for days, so she showed me the Teatro Massimo. The theater of Palermo, where they filmed a scene from The Godfather 3, by the way, the final scene. I haven't seen it yet. And so on that first night, I did see the beauty of Palermo, because it is true that it is shabby and dirty in some places and areas, obviously, as every city in the world. But the center, I must say, I only liked the city center, the most touristy part of Palermo. The cathedral was beautiful as well.
L'inferno che avanza e decidere visuale. Vorrei ballare con te in Argentina, dove una notte sera
o sopro do mar se aventurar nas preces daqui.
I'm here at the Botanic Gardens of Palermo. The entrance costs €7. I didn't think I would visit them, but I met an Australian lady at the hostel and she wanted to visit them, so I didn't have any plans for today. It's my first day in Palermo, and so I said, why not? Let's go. The place is full of mosquitoes, but strangely enough, they have not bitten me. I'm staying in Palermo for 2 nights in a hostel, which I really like, and I'm only spending €25 per night. And then tomorrow I'm moving to Mondello, which is the seaside part of Palermo, and I'm staying in an Airbnb. I hope you can hear me. They're working on the road here. I'm so glad that it's not too warm in Palermo. I thought I would be boiling, and I thought it was going to be super hot with 40 degrees, but thankfully it's only 25, which I love so much, because it's not nice to have, like, to visit a city when it's 40 degrees. You must know that Palermo is one of the cities which was colonized the most. It was governed by so many populations. I don't know if population is the right word, but you can really see all the influence of the different populations in the buildings. They are so different from one another. And the vegetation, I've never been to anywhere in Italy with this type of vegetation, so many palms, and well, now we're at the Botanic Gardens, obviously, so I guess the vegetation is particularly different. Here, Giuseppe Garibaldi won against the Borboni family for the freedom of Italy. I bet that's Palermo's most famous and maybe difficult high school. It's a classical high school, liceo classico, which means that you study Latin, Greek, as well as other subjects, obviously, for 5 years. And in Italy it's really cool if you say I went to Liceo Classico, because it's very difficult, and so yeah, they will look at you with admiration. And scientific high school is difficult as well, well, for me anyway, because I like humanitarian subjects more. This is the Cathedral of Palermo. They told me to walk around it and not to only see one side of it, so now that's what I'm going to do. It's really stunning. I forgot to say it's UNESCO World Heritage, and the Historic Center of Palermo is one of the ones with the most UNESCO World Heritage sites. This is the side of the cathedral. Now I'm going to go back to the hostel because there is a concert tonight.